And welcome back, everyone. Welcome back to the final series of the broadcast. Welcome back here to the grand finals. Those grand finales here. It's going to be a TVP best of 5, and spawning in the bottom right hand corner we have the French Terran player. We have the red Terran representing Team Liquid. It is Clem. Are we going proxy gate again? And spawning in the top right corner, we have the blue Protoss player. We have the South Korean Protoss moving out with a very fast probe. Representing T1, it is herO. Here we go, going for the very fast probe scout. Again, Clem, he is known for proxies at times, especially in TVP, but this time herO, he will confirm that the Rax is back at home. Meanwhile, if you're in the chat, you know what time it is. It is a Gamba time. Predictions are open. Place your bets on who you think will claim the series, on who you think how you think the series will progress. Best of luck. Best of luck in the chat with your predictions, with your Gamba. Coming into this, do I lean towards herO or do I lean towards Clem? It's a Gamba. It is a Gamba here. I will say that herO has been on a tear as of late. If you've been watching StarCraft, you would know that, what was that, like last week, herO, he won 5 out of 6 tournaments. Like, it was insane. Like, herO was winning everything. And Clem has been having a bit of a harder time in Terran vs Protoss. He has been having a harder time. So I lean towards herO here in the finals, but obviously this can go either way. Like, Clem is the best Terran in the world, herO is the best Protoss in the world, so I mean, we're hoping for a back and forth. Regardless of who wins, I want a game 4, I want an ace match. That's what I want out of the series. We'll see if we can get there. We shall see. Thanks for Pig said there as I opened the stream. Yeah, that was the case. Thank you for the update. Thank you. Gracias, papi, gracias. You BGH official SE2. Wait. I just realized. Is that Big Game Hunters? Question mark? It's the BGH. But thank you so much for confirming. As we are going to be settling into game number 1. From here, we're going to be calming down. We're going to be settling in. We do have an economic start here by Clem, going for a Rax expand into a safety bunker on the low ground. Does go for the safety bunker. At the same time, Reaper does poke in, pulls away. And we have our tech of choice. Going to be a Twilight Council opener out of herO. Opening up Twilight Council in towards Blink. Meanwhile, Clem does go for the earlier add-ons here, going for the reactor, going for the tech lab. As a result, we're going to be skipping any kind of commitment into Reaper Hellion. So no commitment into Reaper Hellion. We're taking up instead. From here, this can lead into an add-on swap. It can be like Cyclone into add-on swap into Banshee play. We can go into early Raven. Show us what you got. We can go double Cyclone into Medevac, into drop. The Reaper is zoned away, and we'll keep an eye on the gateway count from herO, especially on a map like Ruby Rock. We're expecting a higher gateway count. I know that last time we saw 2 gate blink into a 3rd, which would be crazy greedy, but there it is. Safety robo and the 3rd gateway. herO plays safe. He's playing safe, being secure. It looks like there is no add-on swap, so Cyclone into Medevac into early drop. herO does gain map control. Clem moving out. Here he comes. Cyclone got his 4 Marines. Ideally, this should be for economic damage. And herO does barely miss the move out. Just barely. Does miss the drop. As herO does slip by. Yeah, substance to the mineral line. Sorry, Clem substance to the mineral line. Gets 1, gets 2 probes. Not bad. 2 probes, and he gets away. This is all pre-blink. Yeah, blink is not done. Nice damage here from Clem. Didn't lose anything. Got 2 free workers. Pulls away, races back home. Behind this, building up his tanks, building up his ravens. And herO, do you see what I see? I see not 3 Gate Blink, I see 4 Gate Blink Stalker. 2 gates in the main, 2 gates of the natural. Hyper aggression out of herO. He's moving out across the map, and the goal here is to break Clem. Ooh, and Clem doesn't know. Clem, he did see 1 gateway, but this could still be 3 Gate Blink for all he knows. Like, he has no idea. He has 1 tank in the main, 2nd tank is on the way. The natural is exposed. herO's coming. And we'll see if he hits the natural or the main base. Now we do have that 2nd tank. Okay, tank is in position. So pretty secure setup here. Tank, bunker, the bio army as well. herO, he has high ground vision with the War Prism. He can head into the main base. The add-ons are exposed. Somewhat. And he's going for the main. Yeah, he's going in. Does go for the dive. Yeah, blinks in. The tank is very far back. Yeah, he gets baited. He gets baited in. Massive tank shots here in the army. Boy's being pulled. SCV's going to be going down. herO's going to be forced out of the main. He should be forced out. Oh, does pick up the Raven though. Okay. Raven does fall. That was a bit of an overextension here for Clem. Does overextend. Tank was in a very secure position though. And Clem so far is holding. Bunker goes down. Nice rotation. Takes down the bunker. Going for the tank. Tank goes down. Heavy losses there for herO. Bleeding out 3 stalkers. And 3+ stalkers go down. Catching out the Cyclone. herO blinks away. And Clem defends. So far Clem is holding on. That was 7 stalkers going down. herO's not done. Yeah, herO's not done. He still commits. Pushing further in. Stim finishing up in 10 seconds. Clem just needs a little bit more time. He knows. And now finishing up. And here he's in trouble here. Stim is revealed. Clem has the high ground. And herO's third is so late. It's so delayed. You can see herO trying to force army back home. But Clem pushes. Yeah, Clem, he just commits across the map. The 4 Gate Blink has not been worth it. Not worth it. herO, he needed more damage. He was hyper aggressive. The aggression failed. And now Clem, he makes it across the map. He makes it across. Stims in. That's going to be a kill, not a cancel. Recalls back home. Tank is sieged. Nice mine shots in the Stalkers. They cannot push in. Yeah, the Stalkers, they're being punished. Immortal gets focused on as well. And herO's overwhelmed. He's overwhelmed. He cannot keep up. We just snowball out of control. The 3rd base will fall, and Clem will start things off with a win. As there's no saving the 3rd. Diving on the Immortal. GG gets called, and Clem, he takes a 1-0 lead in the series. GG. Whew, GG, well played. Again, this is the risk you take. This is the risk you take when you go 4 Gate Blink Stalker. 4 Gate Blink Stalker. It's not an all-in, but it is a very, very aggressive build, and you need to find more damage. You need to not just find damage, but you need to be able to contain your opponent to be able to allow yourself to get a later 3rd, right? Your later 3rd expansion and build up into a macro game. herO, he was able to kill 1 tank, he was able to kill a bunker, he was able to kill a Raven, some okay pickups, but he bled out too many stalkers is the issue. He lost 7 stalkers in the process, so that did trigger a counterattack, right? It triggered Clem to break out into the map, to break out across the map even, and to punish herO. GG. GG, well played. herO, he was punished, and with that, we're now getting into game number 2. Let's go. Let's go. Oh, as game 2 is going to be on BlackRock. Ah. We're jumping into the World of Warcraft again. It's time to... What do they say? So just making sure we have all the casters. Let's go. It's time to lock Targar. True. I appreciate the aesthetic. I appreciate it. It's good. It's good. Not just the aesthetic, but I appreciate the map itself. I should emphasize. It isn't just visually appealing. But here we go. Spawning in the top right-hand corner of BlackRock, we have the French Terran player. We have the French Terran himself leading the series 1-0. It is Clem. And spawning in the bottom left-hand corner, we have his opponents. We have the South Korean Protoss player. We have the blue Protoss representing T1. It is herO. Let's go. Let us go. So again, welcome on all to Blackrock. Blackrock is one of the newer maps that Avex did create here, going to be submitted to the most latest TLMC, and of course does have that World of Warcraft, or that Warcraft aesthetic. We got the massive spikes, we got the bones here, spiking out of the main base. We do have our orcs huddling in the corner of the map. Let's go. We have our turrets as well, our towers, here outside of the main base. And I believe here in the center as well. Yeah. Let's go. I haven't seen if there are any other like Easter eggs, like if there's like a chieftain or like a blade master hidden somewhere or anything of that nature. Not too certain. But seeing this in StarCraft reminds me of like the Easter eggs that were in the Warcraft 3 campaign. Like I think there was like a Night Elf mission where there's like a Hydra like hidden in the forest in the corner. A pretty like high definition Hydra as well, like things of that nature. Yeah, good times, good times. We'll try to keep an eye for Easter eggs. When it comes to the map itself, again, it does have some unique terrain. I will say that there are some, I wouldn't say choke points, it's like almost perceived choke points. It's just a lot of tall grass. There's a lot of tall grass. There's a lot of obscured vision outside of the natural, outside of the third base, outside of the fourth base as well. A lot of tall grass, a lot of obscured vision. Likewise, a lot of rocks that can be knocked down. I will say that it does feel like your initial 3-base setup is quite defendable because you can knock down these rocks and kind of limit attack paths, but once this gets opened up, it's actually quite open. It's actually quite open here on the left hand side. Likewise, we do have multiple entrances here towards the fourth base as well, so I appreciate the amount of attack paths that are available in a longer game state once things open up, right? Once these rocks get knocked down and the towers are cleaned up as well. For now, Stargate Opener. Stargate Opener out of herO, going to be opening up with the initial, I would imagine, Oracle Opener. Quite risky, quite greedy, but on these larger maps, it is more viable to do so. So herO does mix it up, but meanwhile, racks expand out of Clem. Racks expand into factory. Here we go. How many gold bases? Unfortunately, I believe 0. Yeah, no gold bases, no hybrid bases, none of that. None of that. I appreciate it because, if I'm not mistaken, this looks like it looks like a custom, like this is not like a watchtower was like imported into StarCraft. Like no, like this was like a Frankenstein watchtower. Like you can tell, like like there are like these like a manual like wooden logs on top of like a manual like umbrella. Like I'm pretty sure that's like that's like a either an umbrella or just like a piece of flooring that's been put up here on top of an Ewok house. Like there's an Ewok house here as well. Like this is like a custom tower that was like Frankenstein together. Custom watchtower, I mean. Some effort was put into making this. So we appreciate it. We appreciate it. Oh, yo, we even have like rams on the ground and stuff. Let's go. And it was, I think it was like a year ago where the Warcraft assets were added to StarCraft 2. Like relatively recently. So there we have the orc models. As now we're building up. We're building up against Stargate Opener into Blink. Okay. Often not the case. Usually it's Stargate into Charge, but instead we have Delayed Blink into a third base. Again, a much tamer opener here by herO as we're building up into the mid game. Nowhere near as aggressive this time. Setting up stasis traps. We do have some extra towers here in the center, which can also block off the entire main attack paths, actually. True. So these center rocks. We also have rocks here on the right and left hand side. This also does limit any kind of attack, oh sorry, any kind of harassment issues here pushing in towards your triangular third. True. Does limit harass. As here he throws stasis traps. There is a lot of dead space here outside of the main. A lot of space. It's very nice aesthetically, I mean. I have to imagine there has to be like a, I almost said moon shrine. No, what's it called? There has to be like a healing shrine asset in StarCraft, right? This would have been an ideal position for like a healing shrine. I mean like aesthetically, not like an actual healing shrine, which do also exist in SC2. There we go. As here he does run a dive, he does have blink, but he cannot push into the main. We mentioned this previously, but it does look like a really awkward kind of blink rotation into the main base on this map due to the mineral patches. So there's no easy way into the main. Clem does deflect. So far so good. herO looking for another way in. herO does bypass the army. He will go straight into the main. Okay, he's going for it. Yeah, it does blink in. Denying the upgrade, going for a concussive shell. Not the most important upgrade, and we're just going for the base trade. We're going for the base trade. Clem commits across the map. There's the recall back home. herO, he's behind the army still. Uh-oh. Yeah, a little bit messy here, and herO, he cannot come in from behind. The choke point here is going to be brutal. herO rotating over. A bit of an awkward engage. Tanks are on siege. Okay. Yeah, does catch the tanks. Gets one, gets maybe up to two, but the bio army does punish. So many stalkers go down. He stims in, he punishes the stalkers. And Clem has done it. He has broken herO. As the fourth base will fall. That's a kill. Two stalkers left. Down to two stalkers. Down to one. Almost zero. Yeah, down to one stalker. herO does barely hold, but it didn't cost him the army, cost him the expansion. herO barely survives. Just barely. But yeah, this choke point is brutal. It does mean that if you ever try to expand here on the left hand side, you have to deal with this. As your opponent can of course use this to their advantage to cover their behind their army, to cover their retreat, cover their flank even. herO does backstab. Okay. Gets into the mineral line. SCV's going down. At least some economic damage. Yeah, getting up to 6. 6 SCV kills. Stalkers they push in towards the third. Not bad. Yeah, nice moves here by herO. Doing whatever he can. Oh, but he's out of Stalker. Yeah, still bleeds out of Stalker. That's a crazy choke. This is crazy. Like, I wouldn't be able, I feel like, because I was looking at this earlier, this choke point is brutal here in different ways. Like, again, I don't really see an army pushing through this if you're in position, right? Like, if for example, the Terran army. The Terran army is in position, herO can never push through this. No shot. But as we saw, if the army can get through this position as well, like, I mean, how do you engage from behind? You don't. Can't engage from behind. You cannot surround, cannot flank. You can argue that was on herO to not be in position to like force field and to keep up, and that's true. Like herO was across the map if you remember. Like, it was very messy, very messy. Here we go. herO dives in, takes out one of the tanks, but the bio army is just too strong. Too many marines, too many marauders. We just stim in, collapsing on the stalkers, cleaning up all the zealots. Another zealot run by the right hand side. herO getting desperate again, going for another run by, trying to distract. Being an annoyance more than anything, but Clem doesn't care. Yeah, Clem is not distracted. Yeah, he has enough at home to defend. He defends back at home, kills the fourth base for a second time. Just go straight for the mineral line. The probes. Gets both. ¿Por qué no los dos? As again, herO knows he cannot defend against this. Trying to go for the base trade. He's trying. Does kill a decent amount of SCVs, but only workers. They're only SCV kills, really. As a natural is killed. Now going for the third. Honestly, Clem could have gone into the main. There's nothing here. There's nothing to stop Clem, but instead he just settles for the third base. Cripples the economy. Before turning around. And GG gets called. Clem, he'll take a 2-0 lead in the series. GG. Again, herO, he was just caught out of position. herO was being active on the map. He was pushing across the map, and he was caught with his pants down. Clem, he was able to bypass the main army. We saw that herO recalled, but he still had another force out on the map as well. Like, it was very, very messy when it came to that early game defense from herO. He lost everything. He lost the main army, and he lost his fourth base, if you recall. That was the moment when he lost his fourth, and herO never quite recovered from that aggression, from those trades, as he bled out so many stalkers, so many expensive units to that main push from Clem. GG, well played. Clem does take it to a lead. herO did a decent job when it came to trying to recover and dealing counter damage with Zealot round by Zealot counterattacks, Stalker counterattacks as well, but that wasn't enough to recover. That wasn't enough to make up for the deficit that herO had. GG, well played, and with that we're going to be loading into Game 3. You're going to be loading into Winter Madness, potentially the final game of the series. Let's go. Let's go. As we're hoping for a back and forth, we're hoping for a Game 4, we're hoping for a Game 5, but the pressure is now on herO. No. Pressure's on. Un momento. As hopefully we can get everyone in. Beautiful. As we're getting into Winter Madness here. So we just had to remake as the wrong server was selected. But now we're getting into game number 3 here. And again, I'm hoping for a back and forth. herO's been very diverse in his play. Game 1, he went into 4-gate blink. In Game 2, he went into an Oracle opener, into delayed blink stalkers instead, into a more like passive start, but still actually caught out for being overly aggressive. What's it going to be here in Game 3? As spawning in the bottom right hand corner of Winter Madness, we have the South Korean Protoss player. We have the blue Protoss representing T1. Down heavily in the series, he has to begin the comeback here and now. It is herO. And spawning in the top left hand corner, we have his opponents. We have the French Terran player. We have the red Terran representing Team Liquid. It is Cure. Here we go. So we're getting into our next game, as we're getting into our next matchup here. Oh boy, gonna be loading into a larger map of the map pool. If we were ever to embrace a longer game, it would be here on Winter Madness. This is known for the mid game, known for the late game, secure and defendable natural, third and fourth expansions, and longer rushes to spy ground. We've yet to really sink our teeth into the mid game. Like, sure, the game has been lasting a little bit longer in the sense that, you know, both players have been getting their third bases up and running and threatening a fourth base as well. But the reality is that both Game 1 and Game 2 were decided early on, right? It's like we saw some very early damage dealt, and then we saw the game last like an extra 5, 6, 7 minutes, but like with one player playing from behind the entire time, looking very desperate for damage. I mean, that's been herO's case for Game 1 and Game 2. So hopefully we can tighten up the early game. Just gotta tighten up. Este de Snackets. Gracias, papi, gracias. God. Muchas gracias. So here we're calming down. We do have a Rax expand open out of Clem, this time going for the CC on the high ground, so a little bit paranoid about a proxy. As you can see, he's even scouting diligently here with the Reaper, convinced that there is a proxy gateway. So very safe play by Clem, very safe. As herO does open Twilight Council. We're expecting Blink, but against Percival we did see a charge-based opener, so that's also on the table. I mean, now that we're down in the series, we could just go for the most standard build possible. We could just go 3-gate Blink into a third. Could just play standard. Do we finally calm down? There it is. Gonna be Blink, not charge. Behind this, Clem setting up his Mind Drop. The goal here is scouting information to get eyes on the tech, bearing in mind that last game herO did open Stargate, so clearly is willing to mix things up in such a way. So it's on Clem to figure that out. Extra gateways get thrown down. It is indeed going to be 3-gate Blink. Yes, yeah, 3 gateways. No shot it goes 4-gate Blink again. I mean, he could, but I feel like it'd be unwise to do so. As here comes the drop. A little bit old school. It's not going to be a mine drop, it's going to be a mine marine drop. If you remember, this was popularized by Bjorn and Maru a couple of years ago. I think 2 years ago, around 2 years ago. This was popularized. The goal here is for economic damage. Ideally, you don't want the mine shot in the mineral line. You want the Widow Mine to zone away the stalkers and marines to pop off. Speaking of marines, they focus on the probes. Widow Mine deals bow. So far, 3 probe kills, not bad. Catching out 3 probes, and Clem gets away. At the same time, Hellion does bust into the main base, but no damage. Was on A move. Yeah, was on A move against the buildings. And with that, Clem does pull away. How many gateways do we have, by the way? 3-gate Blink and no Robo. We're committing across the map quite hard here. Wait, what? No Robo, no Prism. herO will expand behind this. Interesting builds. I don't think I've seen this variation before, where there's no Robo, there's no Prism, going into a Forge for +1 into a delayed third. Yeah, blinks in, takes out the tank. Tank goes down. Stalkers they pull away, not bad, but there's no high ground vision. Right? There's no way for high ground except for a hallucination. Here he can try to hallucinate. For now, just going for the bunker. Okay. And late repair. Late repair. Bunker goes down. Tank is repositioning. Better trades for herO. So far, much better trades. There's a hallucination as well. Going into the main. Blinks in. Ooh. Yeah, mine does punish. But takes out the tank. At the same time, probes are going down. The Liberator pops off. 6 probe kills. Oh my god. The one Liberator. 7 probes. We're getting messy. We're getting very messy here. 7 probe kills across the map, diving on another tank. That's going to be 2 tank kills. Stalkers, they pull away. I get a messy defense here from Clem. He's holding. And he is holding on when behind Dark Shrine. DT is going to be on the way. Remember here, he delayed his third base in favor of this damage, and so far, it's been okay. He lost the sentry. No more hallucinations. Tank shots going off. Oof. That's a lot of tank shots, and with that, herO gets punished. That was not quite worth it. Stalkers are very low. And bold move out of Clem in the middle of the defense goes for the drop. Let's go for the drop. herO back at home. He's taking up. Still no robo. Claiming a fourth gas. Scan does reveal the army. Threaten to move out. Nice reactions out of Clem. Pulls away without losing anything. Shadow Strider's on the way. I don't think he was in a bad position here. He was able to get some damage done, that is true, but it did cost him a lot of Stalkers, and he did lose 11 probes in total at home. If it wasn't for that Liberator, I would prefer hero's position, but again, the economy is still a little bit lackluster. Here he still has to build up. At least he killed 3 tanks. Clem is stuck at home. Speaking of tanks, gets another. Another tank goes down. 3 ACV kills. Do we get a second tank? The answer is yes. 2 tank kills. Oh my god. Do we get all 3? Yeah, no scans. Yeah, no scans available. DTs are wreaking havoc. The Invisible Man. It's just too much. 11, 12, 13. Yeah, 13 SCV kills, 2 tanks, there's 1 tank left. Heavy losses here for Clem, this should not have happened. 13 SCVs, insane damage. Scans are not available, he was just muling too hard. Muling too hard. And now Clem's committed. Clem, he's all in at this point. He's all in. He has to try to end the game. He's giving chase, no splash damage for herO. But does still have plenty of zealots. Clem, he gets forced back for now. He's down 20 workers. He's taking. Oof. He's turtling. Oh boy. So Clem is just going to be turtling up back at home. Slowly getting his academy into Viking production, into eventually a 4th CC. It's a long road to recovery here for Clem. And herO can now gain map control and mass expand. Oh boy. He's gaining map control. herO should be the first to max out. Clem, he'll have the opportunity if herO takes some bad fights. But he's hoping for that. He's just hoping for bad fights, bad trades. herO still being active. Still looking for a way in. Remember, herO does not need to push in. He does not need to push into the 3rd. Oh, as Clem moves out, DT moves in. Nice counterattack. Meanwhile, Force Wheels lock down Clem. I was gonna say that herO doesn't have to push in. At the same time, Clem shouldn't be pushing out. Like that's this is not like this. It's too late. It's too late to be aggressive, Pappy. Too much time has passed. Here we go, Prism into the main. herO, he does hit the natural. He's just pulling Clem apart. And herO, he's here to make a series out of this. It will not be a 3-0. herO pulls away with the main army. Zealots in the main. Zealots in the natural. SCVs are going down. Critical damage. 20 SCV kills. Clem's being torn apart. It's being torn apart, back. GG gets called, and herO puts a point on the board. GG. Whew. Yeah, here he does fight back, does put a point on the board. As we mentioned, winding it back here, Clem, he had a very, very shaky kind of mid-game. We saw that he was shut down, losing so much of the Stalkers. The Stalker aggression was insane. It was a bit of a back and forth with Clem getting some damage across the map with his Liberator, but in the end, he was just being bullied by the Stalker army of herO. Was getting bullied, he lost too many SCVs. Specifically, what really sealed the deal, of course, were the Dark Templar. The DTs did critical game-winning damage, and that's why we mentioned once the DTs wrapped up, once they were dealt with, Clem was all in. Clem was all in, but just didn't have enough to push out across the map. So from there, the goal should just be to turtle up, but Clem, he was being more active instead, was caught out in the open. GG. GG well played. With that, we have a series, and we'll see if herO can force the ace match. That's what I'm hoping for. Let's go. Let's go. When were these games played? They were played right now. This is live. Clem usually goes to bed at 10 a.m. Smooch. Alright, spawning in the top right hand corner of Storm Push, we have the French Terran player. We have the red Terran representing Team Liquid. It is Clem. And spawning in the bottom hand corner, we have the South Green Protoss player. We have the blue Protoss representing T1. It is herO. Here we go. As we're getting into game number 4. But yes, Clem, he's one of the many European D-gens, papi. But there are a select few amounts of players that do stay up very, very late into the night to compete in tournaments on a more regular basis. So think of Clem, think of MaxPax, think of Geralt, think of sometimes Wayne, Nickrak comes to mind as well. There's basically a handful of European players that do stay up very, very late to compete in tournaments. A handful of them. The D-gens, papi. Clem and MaxPax being the two notable ones, like the two highest rated ones. Like players like Raynor and serOl and Showtime, they do not ever stay up for this. Like they always go to bench. But Clem and MaxPax, and sometimes Skillus. Sometimes Skillus goes full degen as well. Not even, like, I say sometimes, like maybe like twice a year. Like it's so I'll take that one back. It's mainly MaxPax and Clem. And of course some of the other more kind of like mid-tier players. So think of like Geralt, Nickrak, GG Machine, Young Yakov. Yeah, those kind of players. Oh, the Storm Surge. You can do it. You can do it. He makes it. Let's go. Welcome to Storm Surge. Sorry, Storm Push. Wait, did they change the name? What? Wait, what? They changed the name. What? This is Storm Surge. They changed it to Storm Push. I mean, obviously it's the gimmick of the map is on the nose with Storm Push because your units are being pushed. But Storm Surge sounded better in my opinion. Like what the hell? It's kind of lame. Okay. Well then. So welcome to Storm Push, I suppose, as it looks like they've renamed the map. But as you can see here, it does have a unique feature, specifically the tide, the push of the storm, I suppose. As you can see here with the debris, with some of the effects, does push here towards the center. This does push against your army, against any units moving in towards the center. It also speeds up, to be fair. Like if you move with the current, with the tide, then your units are sped up or slowed down depending on the direction. You know what would be crazy? This reminds me of the StarCraft Clan Wars maps. Is periodically, like every couple of minutes, like the tide would shift into a different direction. Like that would be crazy. That'd be crazy. Reminds me of the Clan War maps. But it is currently only in one direction. One direction for each one. I think the original map didn't have the push. Storm Surge did have the push. But thank you so much. Thank you so much, Conquest King in the chat. Thank you so much for Twitch for subscribing for the first time with Twitch Prime. Thank you, Piper. Thank you. Thank you so much for the support. Hope you enjoy the content, the casting, and the StarCraft, and I hope you enjoy your new emotes and also replay packs. If you wish replay packs, I would suggest joining our Discord server and connecting your Twitch with Discord. That will give you access to our exclusive channel, which does allow us to share replays with our subscribers. So we do share replays. Here we go. I'm French, so I don't really follow night tournaments. It's all good. It's all good. Understandable. Like if you're out there, if you're in Europe, get some sleep, papi. Get some sleep. You're an animal. You're an animal. As behind this, it is going to be a Stargate follow-up here. Wait, what? Sorry, Stargate Opener. Stargate Opener into charge. A little more of a common follow-up here. Clem, I believe, did get into the main base, did scout the Stargate, but has yet to confirm the follow-up. As we are slowly building up. Clem just building up into bases, getting to his own stim timing, into bio tank. Getting into his bio tank. Likewise, herO claiming his third. Now, when it comes to the Tyrant here in the center, again, it does kind of move with your army. You can be sped through the map. You can be slowed down through the map as well. You have to be careful. We can see that Clem, he will avoid the center. It does pivot on the right-hand side. Does get spotted by the Oracle. It's going to be spotted. Oracle does barely get away. Breaks the lock-on. We do have a proxy pylon here to reinforce across the map to harass, to counterattack, to backstab. And Clem's army is spotted. Is spotted. We do see herO getting ready for a surround, getting ready for a flank. Collapsing the army. He can lift. Does go for the marauders. Getting on top of the tanks, getting one, getting on top of two, and actually goes to lift on Marines. Okay. It does pick up a handful of Marines here, but alas, he does not have enough. The final tank survives. Yeah, tank does survive. Clem holds his own. Reinforcements are coming. They are coming in, cashing out his zealots. Oh, geez, we just pulled the boys. Oh my god, I didn't even notice. The boys have been pulled. Clem, he's just 2 base all in, and he's breaking through. He's just breaking through, catching out all the zealots, breaking through the stalkers, breaking through the feasts, I should say. And again, there's barely an army. The boys are here. They're mass repairing. And again, we're down to 3 zealots. 3 zealots and 1 stalker. There's barely a ground army. The Phoenixes, they can barely help. Sure, they can lift, but they can't deal with the bio army. Not like this. It has to pull the boys. Decent force field. Forcing friendly fire. Trying to at least... Oof. Yeah, trying to force that friendly fire, but there's still 2 tanks behind this. Critical damage. And Clem, he's doing it. He's doing it. He's breaking the back of herO. Mine shots going off. There's 1 cell left. Yeah, nothing left on the ground. And the bunkers are finishing. Yeah, bunkers are finishing up. Dives into the bunkers. That'll be a kill on the 3rd. And again, we're still just rallying. Oh no! He's getting caught out! The reinforcements. Yeah, getting caught out in the center. He can't get away. No! The storm surge back. It's catching him out. Not like this. Get out of here, Pat. Okay, we're going for the base trade. herO gets across the map. Hits the natural. At the same time, Clem, does he turn around? I mean, there's not really much left over, actually. herO, can he pull this off? Can he do it? We do have reinforcements. Without the reinforcements, Clem should be able to hold on. Oof. It cleans up all the zealots, still bleeds out more SCVs. Back in the natural, what do we have? We have an Archon, we have more zealots. No battery. And herO does stop reinforcements. Clem turns around. Get out of here. Let's go. No, he's gonna get stuck. Clem, not like this. No, he's getting caught. Yeah, he gets caught out in the center. No. The map kills him, Pappy. Not like this. And with that, Clem, he has no tanks left. Trying to race back. Respect the storm surge, Pappy. Respect it. And herO expands. Here he's recovering. He's recovering. Claiming his 3rd, pushing across the map. It's mainly Marine. There's 1 tank behind this that can be lifted. Actually, just going for the Marines, okay. Does go for the lift on the Marines. Tank goes down, and GG gets called, and herO, he will force the ace match. GG. Whew, GG, well played. He survives the 2-base duel, and again, Clem, he was doing well. He was doing well for himself. A really smart move from herO to go for the counterattack, to catch reinforcements and to force Clem back home. On top of that, Clem, he got caught in the center of the map. Potentially, he could have kept the game going if he had preserved that army and made it back home to defend. He would have been able to hold on and then maybe make a game out of it. It's hard to say because he had so few SCVs. Regardless, GG. GG, well played. With that, we're going all the way to the ace match. Going to game 5. Let's go. Let us go. Just got out of work. Fair enough, fair enough. Take care, Pappy, take care. Whew. Take care. But yes, you're correct in saying that Storm Surge originally didn't have the push factor in the center. It was submitted in the last TLMC, if you recall. But when they added the effects in the center, it was still called Storm Surge last week. It was still called that. It was a more recent name change, which I feel like was a little bit unnecessary. I don't know if there's a reason for that. Like, I don't know if maybe there's like a TLMC reason. I do know that the Team Liquid map contest does have limitations. Does have limitations as to how often you can resubmit a map. I think it has a limit of 3. So basically, for 3 TLMCs, you can submit the same map. But after that's like you can't submit that map anymore. I think it's like 2 or 3. Like that's the limit that you have if you want to resubmit older maps that you made previously. So if there was a name change, it's possible that the reasoning for that would be to get around that. Like it's possible. Not sure. I'm not sure because I didn't see the previous 2 Team Liquid map contests. But here we go. We're getting into our next game. We're loading into game number 5, the ace match, and spawning in the bottom left-hand corner of Washout, we have the French Terran player. We have the red Terran representing Team Liquid. It is Clem. And spawning in the top right-hand corner, we have his opponents. We have the South Korean Protoss player. We have the blue Protoss representing T1. It is herO. Here we go. We made it all the way to the ace match, the final game of the series. It all ends here. It all ends on Washout. Washout is another one of these TLMC maps. This map was submitted last season, so this is also a resubmission here for Team Liquid Map Contest. And there have been some changes. There have been some adjustments in regards to the patches, but I'm not too certain as to other changes that have been made. So for those that are curious, we do have a bunch of hybrid bases here. We have 3 hybrid bases, sorry, yeah, 3 bases bottom right and 3 bases top left as well. So a bunch of hybrid expansions. Previously, you could knock down these towers and destroy the high yield patches, but recently, like a week or 2 ago, we actually had an update to actually make it so that the hybrid patches, the gold patches, are kept safe and the tower destroys regular patches instead. So it does make these bases more valuable. Does make them more valuable, as the gold batches will persist. Oh, clutch recall there out of herO. Saves the probe, just barely. 5 HP. Some of the other features, of course, is the towers, sorry, the rocks in the center. Center map is a little bit choked up. I would say there's obviously a very accessible natural here, a very massive entrance in between the bases, between the natural and the third, and likewise longer distance here between the natural, third, and fourth base. I don't think I have any like strong feelings about Washout. I think it's okay. I appreciate how accessible the third and natural are. Do appreciate that. But this time it is going to be a Twilight Council opener. I bring this up just because last game was Stargate, if you recall. Last game it was a Stargate. So Twilight Council out of herO. getting to blink. From here, we'll get into the amount of gateways we're going to commit into, whether it's 2-gate blink, 3-gate blink, or 4-gate blink stalker. Eyes are on herO. He has mixed it up quite heavily this series. If you remember, game 1, he went into 4-gate blink stalker, which was very unsuccessful. So we should be leaning away from that heavy aggression. I say that we do have an extra gateway. Extra gateway hidden here behind the main. So 2 gates in the main, 1 gate at the natural. So far, it's 3-gate blink. We'll see if he throws down another. Meanwhile, Clem is going to be opening up 1/1/1 into Cloak Banshee. Thankfully, herO does get a safety robo, so he will have detection. He will have the observer. As Clem jumps into the main. He's here for economic damage. There is no Justice Pylon, but will be zoned back. And does at least get a full scout. He confirms 2 gates in the main base and the blink. Clem is also aware of the... he hasn't quite seen the gateways at the natural. But he should be aware there's at least 1. Just because this gateway is so late. So he's aware of the safer build. And herO even going for the bait before expanding. Creator, is that you? Creator is very fond of this style. So early bay, early Colossus production, late third base. This is a very safe build. Very, very safe. Just because it allows you to get your Colossus insanely quickly. Now, this also means that herO has a timing available. Once we build up into the mid-game and establish a third base, this will allow for a very fast first, second, and third Colossus. And we can hit a really strong 3 Colossus timing. That is going to be available for herO. We have... oh. Banshees moving out. So we have 2 Banshees here on the right-hand side. Main army towards the left. As Clem pushes, Clem is distracting herO. Remember, herO is not aware of the Banshees. Cloak is done, and 2 Banshees, they will one-shots. Do we have detection? 1 observer. Yeah, 1 observer. Oh, 0 observers. Observer gets caught out. No detection. Colossus is on the way, so there's no backup observer. No shot. This could end. This is too much. Yeah, already 1, 2, 3, 4 probes going to be going down. We do miss target fire, so no lined up shots there, but there we go. It's the main. A couple of missed shots. Clem moves in. Oh, Clem overextends. Yeah, big overextension. Clem, he will lose this army. This was meant to just be a distraction. The Banshees do a lot of damage. But the main army went down, so a bit of a back and forth. Again, Clem should not have been here. 10 probes go down. And I'm concerned about that early Colossus timing. Oh boy. As the Banshees are cornered. Prism moves out. Oh, going for DTs. Okay, that I was not expecting. Let's go. herO moves out. So I thought herO was dead last game and left. Did he make a crazy comeback? herO, yes, he did. herO, he was able to pull off some Zealot Realmwise and counterattacks. He was able to catch the reinforcements. He was able to cripple the economy of Clem back at home, and eventually catch the main army that was like left isolated from Clem. So Clem, he was kind of torn apart with Zealot Realmwise and counterattacks, as Clem was very all in. And he killed the third. It was good. Like, he killed the third base, but he wasn't quite able to keep pushing. It was close, though. It was very close, very intense in that last game. From here, the Banshees are still alive. They did some decent damage. I'm just concerned about the main army for Clem. Something else that's really odd to me. I spoke earlier how there's going to be like a big timing with fast Colossus. herO hasn't made any more. Like, herO just made 1. Just the 1 Colossus. So the advantage of having the early bay isn't really there, as he's staying on a very low Colossus count. herO setting up for a run by. Clem is secure back at home. And herO, he now starts that second Colossus, but again, very late. And herO turns back around. We are getting into the mid game here. And I think I kind of favor Clem coming into the mid game. herO should have had a bigger advantage here. I feel like this should have been a bigger advantage. Elastic kind of missed that opportunity. Second Robo is on the way for double Colossus production, eventually into double Disruptor. Clem's getting a fourth. We're slowing things down. We're slowing things down. And from here, we can embrace a longer late game. We can max out for the first time. If you've been watching this series, it's been very aggressive. It's been very aggressive, cheesy at times, but very two-based heavy, I should say. Hello. As herO does skip a base, going for a quote-unquote ninja, going for a hybrid expansion. I mean, these gold bases do benefit Protoss a lot more coming into the late game. Extra minerals means extra zealots. Faster max outs. And again, Clem is just turtling up back at home. He's turtling on up. Eventually, Clem will max. No rush 10 minutes. I mean, it did begin with Clem losing his main army initially, but there were no repercussions for that. No repercussions. herO does rotate. He wants that third. Sorry, he wants a fourth. He is maxed. Ideally, herO does want to trade out these zealots. Getting another expansion. Rotating over. Ooh, Clem late to rotate. Clem's out of position. Zealot's taking laps in. He does commit. Cashing out some of the bio. Getting on top of some of the Vikings. Doesn't break through. Shouldn't be able to. Yeah, herO does pull away. And again, this fight from herO was inefficient. That is true, but it was meant to be inefficient. It gets a tank. A crazy blink. Oh, god. Yeah, blinks in. Bleeds out all those stalkers. Every stalker goes down. That was not worth of a herO. That was crazy. And herO, he should lose everything here. 1 does barely graze the army. But that was a wild blink out of herO. That was not worth it. Expensive losses here for the Protoss. Trading out zealots earlier was fine, but herO lost all of his stalkers. Very gas intensive. So a better fight for Clem. herO got too excited. He got too excited. As the Banshees are finally going to be cleaned up. Gets one. Disruptors are amassing as we build up into Disruptors. Clem is building up into Liberators. Taking to the skies. Getting into Liberation. Nice SimCity here out of Clem. herO, he is going to be able to remax, but again, it's going to take quite some time, or longer than it should have. And here comes wave number 2. Oh boy. A lot more committed this time is herO. As we do see Clem is in position, never goes off. No major connections. Liberation has arrived. Clem ideally wants to bait the army to take a fight. I want to bait the army in. herO getting into the 95 workers, and now we're going for that Skytroll transition. 2 more Stargates. That should be for the Fleet Beacon, Mothership into potentially Tempest. Against this turtle-heavy style, Tempest are ideal to lay siege upon the Liberators, against the turrets, the buildings, the turtle. So you're taking every other base on the map. Takes all the other expansions. Or at least tries to. Nice snipe on the tower. Here rotating over. Oh! Almost getting caught. Almost getting caught out. Clem is getting a 5th. This is a scary moment for herO. herO, he cannot let this happen. Again, still looking for a way in. Base will fall. herO, he took these expansions, but he never mined from them, so these are still technically Clem's bases. Still his to take. Nice splits. Nice spread. Yeah, the command center does get low. Clem has to respect the army. Trying to flank can be a little bit messy. Yeah, messy moves here by Clem. Throwing down the wall. Oof. Never to get one ghost. No second connection. Now, the scary thing about taking this high ground expansion is that this does mean that the low ground base is going to be more or less free. Another base goes down. This was also untouched for herO. So these are 2 fresh expansions for Clem. Remember, for the Protosway to be ahead, or sorry, to be even, they do need a higher base count. And herO is losing bases. Clem securing a greater economy. Remember, Clem's army is more efficient. Here's his cheaper. Has 2 Tempest. Those going off. Nice connections. Nice connections with the Novas. Connecting once again. Oh, but herO bleeds out too much. Yeah, he bleeds out the Tempest, the Disruptors, the Colossus as well, losing everything. And Clem's going for the kill. He's going for the kill, going for the throats. Liberation has arrived. He can land the Vikings if he so pleases. He can chase. He can give chase here. Tempest, get out of here. Tempest have to pull away. Oof, getting another Tempest. 1 Tempest left. Stalkers, they try to come in from behind here. herO, he can barely hold on. Barely does hold, but again, expensive losses for herO. Bearing in mind that herO does not have a gas bank. He's got 6,000 minerals, but no gas. Which is an issue. Is a problem. As again, here he's still stuck reacting with Pure Zealots. Another Tempest goes down. He's losing all of his Sky Toss, now going back into Colossus, but there's only Mass Viking. Like, the Colossus they're not the answer right now. There's 14 Vikings. What are the Colossus gonna do? They're gonna die, bad. Oh, just like the Mothership. So here, just panic making Colossus. As another Colossus goes down. He has built up to 4 Colossi, to be fair. It's a lot of lasers. And Clem should not be out here. Yeah, Clem is getting caught out. He has to get the hell out of here. Vikings, they go to town. They reset the Colossus count once again. But Clem did overextend. And now finally Disruptors. Like, we can't rely on Colossus. Not like this. Give us some Novas. Okay, double scans. Clem gets eyes on the economy. He does secure a fresh base. As we mentioned, like, these 2 bases are free bases for Clem. And Clem might even take center right as well. Here he's going for the backstab. Commits into the planetary. Just a pure gateway army. SimCity here working against herO. Getting some of the ghosts. Gets one. Massive piece. Second ghost goes down. Some extensive losses here for Clem. But Clem, he does fight back. Yeah, Clem, he does hold. Still a messy fight though. Did lose 3 ghosts. There goes off. Facing the army. Vikings forced to land. There's nothing up in the sky. Now, as you force the Vikings to land, as you reset the Viking count, then you can go right into Colossus. That's where you have that back and forth. Jesus. As we go for a massive Zealot run by. Clem turns around. Does cloak. Zealots are being cleaned up. So far, again, no major damage. The Zealots, they got 3 SCVs. Wow, no damage here. This is a big investment out of herO. Likewise, pushing in. Vikings forced to land. Did herO lose his fleet beacon? Wait, what? If he did, I didn't even notice. The beacon's being rebuilt. Clem, he defends. herO plummets in supply. Once again, herO has a very low gas count. He warps in 20 Zealots. Oh my god. 20 Zealots warp in. Clem is ready. Ooh, herO, his Stalkers are getting caught out. Once again, expensive losses for herO. Stalkers have to commit. Zealots rotates to the planetary. Nice force fields, trying to delay the repair. Attempts to delay, but Liberation has arrived. And these Zealots are doing nothing. Okay, not worth it. Stalkers are being annoying. Doing what they can. But all Stalkers go down. Clem still has the bigger bank. The greater economy. Oof. And with that, Clem is done it. Clem is done. He has broken the main army. You just keep on pushing. You just keep on going. There's no one left for herO. Got 2 Disruptors. 18 Zealots. Slow warping even. The slow warping. Clem is still being very tentative. He still doesn't want to push. Just focusing on defense. I mean, it's been working. herO has been coming to him. So Clem's been fighting on his terms. herO does remax. Remember, herO, he once had a 5,000 mineral bank. Not anymore. Now the Disruptors. Disruptors get caught. Novas do not connect. And again, herO, he has lost his bank. Clem takes over center right. Sims forward. Spots the mothership. He wants it. As here he attempts a base trade. At this point, hero's getting desperate. I mean, what else can he do? Going for the base trade, going for another expansion. Does not get the planetary. Oof. As the planetary does actually go down. It's at 19 ACVs, but that was still worth it for Clem. As hero plummets in supply once again. GG gets called. There's nothing left, and Clem will claim the series 3-2, becoming this week's PiGosaur Cup number 75 champion. GG. Whew. GG, well played with that. Clem, he will claim the series. Again, hero, he was struggling here when it came to securing a greater economy, taking gases, and taking up as well. Hero, he was trying to work towards his Skytoss army, but again, he never really quite built up into anything too meaningful. I think he built up like 2 Tempests at a time, if that. Likewise, it can be a little bit too hard to go into the Colossus as a follow-up. GG. GG, well played. Here we go. Yo, Mido, calm down in the chat. Mido. But GG. GG, well played. With that, congratulations, Clem. He does claim the series. Does always going to be our champion this week. Shout out to hero for making a series out of it, for bringing us all the way to the ace match, all the way to game number 5. We had an intense back and forth, and even in this game we had a back and forth kind of setup as well. At a certain point though, as we kind of mentioned, the big power spike for Clem was when he took his own 4th and 5th base. Like the 5th base was a big power spike. Once the 5th is taken, that's when things look very, very difficult for the Protoss. Hero was being forced back. He was trying to push in, trying to punish those bases, but alas, he was stuck with a subpar army and was shut down. GG, well played. Overall, I will say that it did feel like the SimCity for the most part was favoring the defensive setup there from Clem, especially with the high ground, especially with that center expansion. As you mentioned, once that center base gets taken, the southern 2 bases feel almost free there for the Terran player. So again, that was a big moment here for the Terran. GG, well played. Another big factor, of course, is that players, they will be getting used to these maps over time if they become, more regular, if they do hit the ladder. We'll see. We shall see. GG, well played. Congratulations to Clem. With that, we are going to be wrapping up. Here for the week. Let's catch up on our schedule. Let's go. Let us go. As we catch up with our schedule, as you can see here, we just wrapped up with our morning broadcast of PiGosaur Cup. This evening, we're going to be live with Kung Fu Cup. We have Kung Fu Cup this evening. That's going to be Wednesday night. That'll be at 6 p.m. KST. That'll be at 8 p.m. AEST. Tomorrow, we're going to be live with PiGosaur Cup. That is going to be tomorrow morning. We have the Podcast tomorrow evening. We have OSC Friday morning. We have more Kung Fu Cup. And of course, RSL on Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. 3 days of Revival StarCraft League. Plenty of content, plenty of casting, plenty of StarCraft. As always, here we cast more StarCraft than anyone else out there. More than Morty, more than Steadfast. We have the quantity and we have a little bit of the quality as well. Let's go. Let us go. So again, plenty of content, plenty of StarCraft. I'm gonna go get some rest. I'm gonna go pass out. I'm gonna try to get some sleep before Kung Fu Cup. When it comes to Kung Fu Cup, we do typically expect some of the regulars here, like your heroes, Beyonds, Shin, Solar, Max Pack, Showtime. Sometimes Lambo shows up, Clem, of course. So we'll be seeing some of the other regulars, a little bit more European centric as it is at a more European friendly time slots as opposed to this event, for example. But we'll see you later tonight. We'll see you later tonight for some Kung Fu Cup. Otherwise, thank you for watching. Thank you for watching. Thank you for tuning in. We'll see you guys next time. Again, this tournament is a weekly tournament. Every single week there is a PiGosaur Cup on a weekly basis. So do expect more of this in the future. Again, featuring more Koreans and some of the Europeans that do stay very, very late into the night. Stay up late. But otherwise, I'm gonna go get some rest. GG. And with that, we are switching things up. Also, if you want to support us, you can do so via following us on all the socials. Exclamation mark socials in the chat. We do stream on Twitch and YouTube at the same time. We stream on both channels alongside others. We stream on Soup, on Kick, on Facebook. So you can follow us where you so please. Likewise, if you want VOD content, YouTube is the place to be. We do upload VODs on a daily basis. So if you see something that you like, but if you can't watch it live, like Kung Fu Cup, or RSL, or Homestory Cup, or Rongi Cup, or Lily Cup, or Thunderfire, or some StarCraft Evolution, it is all on YouTube. It's all there, all on YouTube. So do check it out. Otherwise, thanks for watching. You can support us on Patreon if you wish. Our Patreon does fund our tournaments on a regular basis. So if you want to help support StarCraft, you want to help support the scene and support the players, you can do so via Patreon. Otherwise, we're going to get some rest. We'll see you guys next time. Until then, ciao, bye, ciao. Hasta luego. See you next time.